YouTube, what's good? It's the letter C, back again. Welcome back to the spaceship. Now, I'm pretty late with this video, but I'm still super excited because last week, I released my first instrumental album titled The Noise at 8 Kelly Street. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. If you haven't, please make sure you go stream or download that. And this album was a dedication to my late grandmother. She would have been 90 years old this year. She just passed away late July, and when I heard the news that she passed away, I just knew I wanted to do something to honor her. And so I figured I was put something out. I haven't put out any music in a long time, so I figured like this would be my first release, and it's called The Noise at 8 Kelly Street. You see the artwork is basically 8 Kelly Street. That's where she used to live. That's her address. And the noise is basically, her nickname is Noise, short for Illinois. So it was 8 Kelly Street at first, and then last minute I said the Noise at 8 Kelly Street just sounds doper to me. So last minute I changed it, like right when I was like putting the info in to the distributor. Every track is a reference to my grandmother. On there's 10 tracks, all new, all made in October. I only had about 2.5 weeks to make it and submit it so that it will come out on her birthday, which was November 5th. Because she's a Scorpio, like myself, the best. I'm actually a producer first, DJ second. I've been focusing on DJing for about the past 5 years. I haven't really been making a lot of music. And since COVID has shut down a lot of our gigs, I've been trying to figure out what I should be doing. And this kind of forced me to start making music again. So I only had a certain amount of time to work on this project. And I knew I wanted to use Tracklib. For those that don't know, Tracklib is a service for producers, beat makers, where they can go through a whole bunch of songs and different genres, and they can sample these songs and put them in their beats, and it makes it a little bit easier to clear samples for their songs. It's a subscription-based model, so $5 will get you 6 songs, $14 will get you 15 songs per month, and $30 will get you 35 songs per month. So each month you'll have access to that amount of songs, and you can use those tracks in your beats. You don't have to worry about clearing anything unless you want to release it. What's dope about Tracklib is that you will already know how much it's going to cost to clear that sample. One thing about clearing samples is that sometimes it's difficult and sometimes it's very expensive. And a lot of their songs are in category C, and those songs are only going to cost you $50 for a license. Category B is going to cost you $500, and category A is going to cost you $1,500. But I knew I wanted to use something, so I was going to find something in category C, and it was about 4 tracks that I downloaded. I made 4 beats, but only one of them felt right for the project, so I'm going to go over that beat. It's still actually the last track on the project. Is titled HBDIGLY, which stands for Happy Birthday Grandma, I Love You, because the album drops on her birthday and it's a gift for her. So I'm going to show you how I use the sample in my track and put it together. Here we go. Okay, so here's the sample. Okay, now what I did was, because I don't have the stems to this file, I copied it, and then I have high frequencies on one track and then the low frequencies on the other track. So you'll hear it like this. Now using that as my bass. And then you have on this track the high frequencies. And then I also added this track, just certain elements I wanted it to be a little more prominent. So you'll hear that. And then when you play it all together, it sounds like. Okay, so that's the sample, and then I just want to put some drums on it, and we got this. I'll play it without the sample first, hold on. And then with this sample, so all I had was this. And I had that, and I really just thought I was gonna keep it looped up, like use it like maybe like as an interlude for the album, something like that. But then I started messing around, and one thing that you can do with Ableton is you can cheat a little bit. So let's say I have my sample, and I take that and I'm going to convert the harmonies to a new MIDI track. Okay, so now we have that harmony. Alright, now it doesn't sound exactly like the sample, so you want to go through and take out the bad notes. And that's what I did. And then after that, I found some strings that I liked. And now I have these strings. Instead of me sitting there trying to figure out the chords, because I'm not the best keyboard player, I do have some theory knowledge, and I could probably break it down, but it'll probably take me a while. So just to do it really fast, we just convert it. That's a nice little, that's why I like using Ableton. There's just things you can do with it. So we got the strings, and then so that's kind of like the basis of this track, is really the strings and the drums. And so then I added like for the chorus, I have this right here. And then along with that, which you don't really hear it that much because there's so much going on in this track, but you can definitely feel it. It's so I have that. Then I have a little just a little in the background. That, and then what else do we have? Let me see. I think that's everything. Oh, there's one missing piece. Is in the beginning you hear this. And that is a secret. That's actually me singing. I didn't want to sing it. I wanted to like possibly get someone else, but like I said, we were didn't have a lot of time to really work on these and finish these. So I just put a lot of effects on my voice, and it's a secret, so don't tell nobody. But altogether, that's really what you have. So that's how we made Happy Birthday Grandma, I Love You. I actually have a sample of my grandma at the end, and this track had a lot of sentimental vibes to it. That's why it's the last track on the album. But I just wanted to show you guys how I put that together. Now that I have a little bit more time, I can go on the Tracklib and take my time and dig and find records that I really want to work with, and find some more soulful gems on there possibly. But it's definitely something I wanted to use on my album. So I was happy that I was able to come up with something for it. So Tracklib is definitely dope for a lot of us sample-based producers who are used to using samples or just want to like create freely without restrictions on I can't use this track, or because they're scared that they can't get a placement, or they're worried about people not wanting to use their work because the samples may be unclearable. But now that you have these samples that are definitely clearable, then you already know it. All you gotta do is make fire, and you don't have to worry about that other stuff anymore. So that's definitely a help for those type of producers like myself, because I'm definitely started off with samples, and you don't even have to worry about paying for the leases unless you want to release the song. So you need to just go download the tracks and make whatever you want. So I think it's really cool, and definitely if you like the sample, you should definitely look into it. But make sure, if you haven't, please make sure you check out the album, The Noise at 8 Kelly Street. The link is in the description. Also, if you didn't check the visuals on my Instagram, I got a lot of beat videos. I got some new remixes that are gonna be coming out soon. So please make sure you follow on the Instagram, follow me on Spotify, like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Just hold me down. I appreciate y'all. Until the next video, I got y'all. All right, peace.